Let me know down below if you can hear me. Please, please, please. But then, because then we got 50% of this little show going. And I think it is no secret that my hair, I'm not having a great hair day. But hey, who cares? As long as we all know that this little stream of ours is only for the sexy looking people. Let me know how you wonderful people, sexy looking people, are doing. So sorry for being a little bit late, but remember, I mean, I'm still in Ukraine, right? And currently, thank you so much, Vax and Shahid, thank you. I'm still in Ukraine, and we only got 8 hours of electricity per 24 hours. And so it's not so easy. Remember, we do need Wi-Fi and electricity to keep this little show of ours going. However, you probably have noticed now this is the third stream where we are either adding a new coin or increasing current position. Now the third coin, it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a top quality. It's a layer 1 blockchain ecosystem. A coin that we have never until now invested in, but I have always been looking forward to announcing, finding the right moment, and I think right now is a good time. Let me know if you have a guess. Anyway, I will tell you in two to 3 minutes. So much to say about this ecosystem. So we will, I'm not gonna be able to go through it all, but we will have a lot of things to talk about in the future. So let me know if you are having a great hair day like me. And I think we need to get started. And the thing goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, well then please hit like, smash, and subscribe so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos. So that you can, and this is important to me, protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and I am number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's young, he's handsome, he's a prophet, he's a poet. They know it. I must be the greatest. I told the world.
Oh yeah, well, first things first. I liked that you the good guesses there in the chat. We'll go right to before we go to the chat, we will know which coin it is. But as you know, first things first, and we need to know the level of market manipulation that we are seeing. So what are we seeing? 17,240, up 2.3%, right? That is not bad since yesterday. 3.9% to Ethereum. And then we got Cardano at 31 cents on the dollar. And then we got Polkadot up 2.2% at $5.43. As always, we can see that they are, the correlation is just remarkable, right? It's like twin brothers and twin sisters, always the same. I did say, and I didn't have time, I wanted to make a stream where we talk about the concentration of the big whales when it comes to the cryptocurrency industry. We won't be able to do that today, but it just goes to show, I think you all know, right? Correlation, market manipulation comes from a handful of investors that are basically providing liquidity. And it's also not a bad thing, because we are waiting for the future of finance in order, that really to attract mass adoption. Now, when we look at there's not so much to say. I feel like there was an interesting, Ivan on Tech, he had a guest, and I've not been following that guest, but apparently he's been able to predict the market. Now, let's be honest, and nobody ever comes and says, hey, you actually also predicted the market. I think I was actually one of the only ones, but hey, but it's funny. The sentiment is a little bit, that we have seen the capitulation, that we have seen kind of like the, blood on the dance floor. And we have seen, I think that the big fat lady has been singing. And also when we go in and we look at in terms of the length of this bear market, right? It's apparently the second longest in history. However, there are many, and it's funny when you look at the Ivan on Tech and his guest there, they were exactly kind of putting the bottom around 12. Now, again, who knows, right? Are we going to see 12? Are we going to see 8? Or have we actually already turned around? And that remains to be seen. However, we are pretty long-term investors, right? We're not day traders. And therefore, I think getting in at the market at 50 to 94% discount from all-time highs, what better could happen? So as I keep saying, as long as we are below the 7-day moving average on the weekly, then I think we're still in bearish territory. But I think, I don't see how it's could not be time to get in if you got time. Okay, guys, let's go to the chit chat and see who is here. All 20 of us, hopefully. Crypto Valley, how are you doing? Good to see you. And we got Kirk Welby, and we got Jose da Roja, and we got Shahida meeting my soul brother. We got Saloma Puri. I can see we got some new viewers. Thank you so much. I mean, wow. So we got 5 new. We're the other, we are the littlest channel on the interweb. Crypto saying, what do you say? And entrepreneur. And CryptoCock is here. Listen, I love your guesses. And hi, Oliver, good to see you. Near Protocol is good. Cosmos is very good. Cadena is also good. Phantom is good. But remember, and Rune, 14 Rune is, of course, one of my favorites. It is as we are moving on, each ecosystem is growing, right? The blockchain in itself is not so, is interesting, but it's all the projects that's going to be built. It's all the enterprises or traditional companies that will migrate on to these blockchains, and it's sometimes also really too difficult to follow all of them. But this one, I feel that we should start. And today, we bought Algo at $0.22 on 22 cent, and yeah, down 93%. So the question is, what did you do? Anyways, so Algorand, yeah, I think it's about time. And as you can see here, we're going to use Masari a little bit more in the future. Actually, probably build maybe also portfolio that we can all look at together. So it's pretty new here with this Masari, but I think it's a good interface. So we will also talk about that a little bit more in the future. But when we go in and we see here, look at the price. I mean, I think you all know Algorand, right? We can see it's down 93% from its all-time high. And there are, many things. What I really, what I liked the most about it, and let's see if we can make this bigger, the chart, is that, the price, right? We have to go all the way back, basically, here to 20. July 20, right? So we are back at prior to we saw this extreme price increase. Now, can we go lower? We know timing is a bitch, but I think in terms of where we are now, I think it's a good time to enter. I am going to go through a few highlights about Algorand because there's so much to go through, so we would never be finished. And I need to hurry because basically in 11 minutes, the electricity is going to go away again. So I also wanted... No, we will end with that. So I found here a few things. Now, as we are seeing, the price has been going steadily down, but that's with the overall market, right? But we go into DeFi Llama, and find it here. Where do we have DeFi Llama? And here if we will go in and look at the other blockchains, and we will see how their total value has progressed or not. So if we look at entire total value logged in on all of the change, we are around 42 billion. But we can see it. We had the high here in November, and then it just subsequently went down. Now, and if we look at Tron. Not so quick as I wanted to. Polygon, for example, it's also up and then down. I think you will, and when you compare that to Algorand, you will see a very, very healthy trend, and that's what I really like here. Where do we have it? It's all there. We go. Come on now. So, gotta make it a little bigger here. Maybe take me away, right, so we can see it. what you're seeing here is that the chart is just amazing, right? It is consistently increasing. Yeah, we did have a little spike here in November, but overall, since they launched an inception, it's a healthy trend, right? This is really completely opposite of the price, but the price should be actually following the amount of money that is locked in the Algorand ecosystem. So another interesting thing here I wanted to point out is who is Algorand actually working with. I think this is also always important to know. As of now, I think they have been chosen for a CBDC project with the Central Africa, but who else are they working with? Because it's not all about the CBDC, right? As long as you can work with governments, I mean, you got a good standing, a lot of credibility for the future. So they're already working with El Salvador government blockchain infrastructure. They are Bermuda, where they're efficient healthcare payment system, and they are in Panama, efficient healthcare payment systems. Colombia, secure and transparent vaccine verification, right? That sounds very much programmable, in line with the CBDCs, but where we can control and have everything on the blockchain. But then again, right, we're here to make money. The CBDC or everything that comes with it is the future of finance. Italy, immutable copyright for millions of creative works. The Republic of Marshall Islands, a national digital currency. Well, that sounds very much like a CBDC, right? And yeah, these are some of the main governmental country projects that they're working on. And what else do we have here? That's about what I really have to run because the electricity. Get you here. And a bit of news also before we leave you in 5 minutes. Again, CBDC regulation, but this is the future. Blockchain mass adoption will come when the CBDC has been launched worldwide, globally. And today's piece of news is Spain's central bank. They're experimenting with wholesale CBDCs. And they said they intend to launch an experimental program to begin testing wholesale CBDCs and is seeking collaboration proposals from local finance and technology institutions. Anyway, so, they will do the same that so many other countries have done. But it's again, I mean, Spain is a big country and we are seeing it across the globe. Australian CBDC receives unexpected interest but could hurt banks. Now, this headline is quite important because I think what we are going to see, and I don't, timing is very, very difficult, but I do think that the traditional markets, they're going to experience a crash, implosion. And I actually think that that's when the crypto market probably will start going up. I know everybody are saying that we have these high correlations between crypto and traditional markets, but the people that are running, running the world, they lead the World Economic Forum and so on, right? They understand that the current fiat-based monetary system is probably, it has come to its end, and they have, maximized and raped everything they could with this system. So it needs to implode, right? But then you need to have something new that you can offer to the people, and that's why I think that we will see maybe there will be a slight, let's say, maybe, not war, but let's say war between the current leftover banks, the traditional banks, because nobody's going to need them once we're going to see the CBDC. So the last middlemen of traditional banks, they will go down and dissolve and vanish when we will see the traditional markets implode. And then after we will see proud standing, the Bank for International Settlements, and then a few central banks around the world, and then just maybe 1, 2, 3 major banks, like, for example, in America, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, right? Everything else gone. You don't need them. And that's why I also think we need to focus on the DeFi protocols that I've always said, because, such as Maker Curve and Compound, they will play a vital role. They will be the new middlemen. So anyway, that's about this topic. So a central bank digital currency pilot program in Australia has received more than 140 use case proposals from the finance industry. But still, the Reserve Bank of Australia warns that it could displace the Australian dollar and result in people avoiding commercial banks entirely. that's going to happen, right? But there will still be some trouble there that we need to follow and listen to, guys. Then what else do we have? Lots of news, but let's hope we can do it earlier tomorrow. There's also good. PayPal expands crypto service into Luxembourg in first EU foray. So Luxembourg, which hosts PayPal's EU headquarters, could serve as a gateway for other 26 countries in the bloc once the markets in crypto assets regulation comes into effect, right? There's this MiCA and the European regulation. And this regulatory regime should in theory give firms registered in any single member state a license to offer their services throughout the EU through a process known as passporting, right? That's why we have the EU. That's why Ukraine, they want to join the EU. And that's it from today, guys. Very, very short. I hope it was okay. But we gotta go. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes before electricity is over and out from Ukraine. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, take care of yourself, and let's go Algorand. Bye-bye.